Last time on Bizarrecast Requiem, Chip and Zakoshi talked about the beloved series Berserk and how it touched them emotionally. This time, they talk about DBZ, and they can't wait as the salty tears of DBZ fans fall to the ground.
There it is. Third time's the charm. Oh man, DBZ, huh? I
Yeah.
remember back when I was in middle school, staying up late watching DBZ on Toonami. Real kind of brings me back.
Yeah. Oh, and you opened the podcast this time because the opening is totally recorded separately.
Oh shoot, whoops.
That's all right. We're going with it.
All right, let's go. So, what about you? When did you first start watching DBZ, man?
This is going to piss a lot of people in the community off, but my first exposure to Dragon Ball was at in '99 when they had Dragon Ball GT on TV, and I would go over to my aunt and uncle's house, and I would sit there with my cousin, and we would like watch the crap out of GT, which was really funny because once I discovered Z, I was like, why he no go monkey man mode?
Oh god, is there a lot of gatekeeping in the DBZ community? I'm not familiar.
Well, they they don't like GT. I don't like Super either. I don't know. It's a fandom where like if it's not Z, it's not my Dragon Ball for the most part.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
like they completely forget original Dragon Ball exists, and they're just like, ooh, GT, yucky. And then Super meh. Um, but then you know they love Z, so
I tried watching. I said, you know what? I never watched DBZ every single episode, and I missed GT and Super. So I'm going to start with Dragon Ball. And I played episode one, and I hated it so much that I stopped my quest to watch everything right there.
as somebody who has watched every episode of Dragon Ball and GT and Z and Super, I don't blame you. Dragon Ball is tough to get through if your first exposure was like Z or something because it is
Mhm.
like a completely different story.
I do remember a little bit from Dragon Ball. Unlocking core memories. Hang on. There was that was in the original Dragon Ball where there was that giant tower with the cat man on top.
Yeah, so that's Korin's tower, which is above the Kami's lookout.
Hmm.
And yeah, Goku climbs the tower to train with Korin after the I want to say the 21st Senju Budokai tournament. I think that's the first one they fight in. It might have been the 20th. Because it's where Goku loses to Jackie Chun in the finals, and then he goes and trains.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, it's just Master Roshi dressed up.
I remember my favorite move from all of the Dragon Ball franchise. That is Smelly Finger, which Krillin is immune to.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a nose.
What about you? You strike me as a special beam cannon kind of guy.
I do like the special beam cannon, but honestly, out of the entire franchise, I think my favorite move is when in the first actual Broly movie, not the like newer one, um fucking Master Roshi is drunk out of his mind and he just gets super buff real quick. And yeah, I mean it's a power up. It's not quite a fight move, but he's standing in front of like literally the like strongest person in the franchise, and he's just drunk out of his mind, like acting a fool and everything. And I love it. It's the best part of that whole movie.
Yeah, Broly's definitely my favorite anti-hero. I wouldn't call him an antagonist, would you?
Are you talking about old Broly or new Broly, like Super Broly or Z movie Broly?
Uh, the one from the legendary Super Saiyan movie. I'm not sure
Okay,
which one
so
that was. I know there were a few.
he's definitely an antagonist because he wants to destroy the entire universe.
Yeah, but that wasn't his fault. It was his fucked up dad telling him, "Hey, son, you got to
Excuse me.
destroy the universe," and he didn't know any better.
Well, his dad just wanted him to kill the Vegeta lineage, and then I think they wanted to stop Frieza. It wasn't super clear, but Broly couldn't control his power because he was like basically an animal that could talk, and he just was destroying stuff. Honestly, the best clip from like of that is the abridged version where it's like the beginning of the movie and it's like South Galaxy has been destroyed and then the Southern Kai has been holy shit, man. Because like he does destroy all of South Galaxy and then he wants to destroy the rest of it. He literally is only beaten because he's so fucking powerful that when Goku hits him in a pinpointed spot, he just explodes. And I'm pretty sure Goku just took a chance of hitting him and was like, "Oh, hey, something doesn't feel right," and then he just explodes. So I honestly think they won by pure luck.
Oh, Goku's ultimate technique, Hokuto Shinken.
Yeah, pretty much. It that one actually kind of felt like a Fist of the North Star kind of ending because it was like very graphic where they were being hit. And I liked that about that movie.
Fair enough. I think it was my favorite movie so far out of the DBZ franchise. I liked the return of Frieza. I thought that was pretty good too, and the one with Beerus.
I like Battle of Gods. I like Resurrection F. I really liked the new Broly movie. I got a funny story about that one because I was in college. So we lived about 45 minutes from like the place that had a bigger cinema that was actually showing the movie because it's an anime movie and they only showed at select places. And I was in a little podunk, Southeast Ohio. They don't show that kind of shit there.
Mhm.
So we drive all the way up to the other town, and I'm like, okay, can't wait to see this movie. I think it's like $13. I hand a 20 to the person giving the ticket, and they hand me back my 20 plus the $7 that I would have been given in change. So I don't say
Nice.
anything because I'm not a fucking narc, and I just wanted. I was like, I'm a college kid. $20 is like a lot to me, so there's no way I'm gonna pass up getting paid to go see a movie that I wanted to see in the first place.
Oh,
And
you're
I'm in this movie. This is opening night for the movie here, and it's the dub, which is pretty good. And I just remember when Gogeta like comes on screen, the entire crowd and the whole packed movie theater went fucking insane.
I could see it. What made it even? Yeah, I mean, you got paid to go see a movie. That's pretty sick, and
Yeah.
it was new Broly movie.
Oh yeah. I loved that movie. I hope to see him appear in the Super when it comes back on. So
I
so
mean,
but
in
Broly's is Broly your favorite character in the whole franchise?
oh yeah, without a doubt. I
Nice.
mean, but in terms of DBZ villains, I think Cell was pretty good.
Oh yeah, I mean he was perfect.
Shut up.
I think Cell would have been a really good villain to end the series on.
Hmm.
Or at least like if it went into the next series, they actually had Gohan taking the reins fully instead of, oh, well, I gotta bring Goku back because we gotta make money.
Yeah, the Majin Buu saga, I did enjoy it, but I think androids would have been a lot better afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
What I think my favorite move from the android saga was when he charged a Kamehameha aiming down at Cell and just instant transmission behind him and blew up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like that. I also like the Vegeta's ultimate final flash against Cell.
Hmm.
I it's really hard for me to like pinpoint who my exact favorite character is, but it's probably Teen Gohan.
Really?
Yeah, I really liked Teen Gohan. I liked his struggle with like finding who he is and having to cradle all of this power. And he's like, I have to, the whole world depends on me, but I don't want to fight because I don't like fighting. It's such a good internal struggle that you don't really get too much out of. Well, you still get it now, mostly out of fighting anime and everything, but like before then, it wasn't as familiar because most of the time the people they have the power and they were gonna use it anyways. But with Gohan, he's
Hmm.
like, I don't want to fight you, and then like his friends are getting endangered and everything. He's like, well, fuck, I guess I have to now.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think we're ignoring the strongest character in the room here, and that would be Hercule.
Oh yeah, our Lord and Savior, Mr. Satan.
Absolutely.
You know, if I was going to get somebody that has never watched or been into DBZ, I would honestly have them watch the abridged first.
Really.
But I would watch it with them because I love the abridged and also so that I can explain the references.
If you explained all the references to me my first time watching through it, I would go insane.
Yeah, that would. I mean, some people like to know what the reference is. I guess it just depends on the kind of person they are.
That's
I
fair.
I love finding references and stuff. That's like my favorite thing to do when I watch stuff.
So overall, you said that DBZZ is one of your favorites, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I grew up on that. It's a nostalgia boner.
Fair enough. I was more of a Bleach guy when I was a kid, but I can definitely see the appeal of DBZ.
Well, it's at the time I didn't have access to a lot of stuff, and I think my real love for it came in the video games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I got like Dragon Ball Legacy of Goku 2 for the Game Boy Advance and Boo's Fury, which is like my favorite Dragon Ball Z game of all time. And then I'd also gotten Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1 for the GameCube. And I played that game to fucking hell. And then recently, back when I was in college, a friend of mine came over and we played it together. And there was
Mm-hmm.
so much stuff I didn't even know that was in that game. Like I didn't know you could get Saiya Man, or you could get this like Mecha Frieza costume and stuff. So we sat there for hours playing this, and we were learning how to play the characters. And he fucking ripped my asshole in two with Android 16. Android 16 has like the strongest ultimate move in that game. So, yeah.
Nice. Oh, my friend collects VHS tapes,
Mhm.
and we went to a comic book store a couple months ago that just opened up, and we were walking around, and there were cardboard boxes. They were still unpacking stuff,
Mhm.
and I look at a half-open box, and I see it's full of DBZ VHS tapes, and I just look at my friend, point at the box. He looks at the box and grabs the whole thing and brings it up to the counter.
I don't blame him. It's usually the original cut of those, and it's hard to get that nowadays because they
Mhm.
redo all of it. Um, another thing, if you're getting new to Dragon Ball Z, but you don't want to watch the bridged version, and the original like bothers you, just watch Kai. Kai is the Dragon Ball Brotherhood of Dragon Ball
Mhm.
Z. It's literally the exact same as the manga. It's updated to look better. It's got better audio. You're gonna get everything you need to know about Dragon Ball Z in that bit. So check out Kai.
Did you ever hear the tapes that were uncovered of all the DBZ voice actors and other anime voice actors just saying racial slurs back in the 90s in their characters' voices?
Yeah,
Back
yeah.
when America was free.
Oh man, that reminds me
What a
of like
bad look.
what got released not too like I think back when Battle of the Gods came out. Sean Schimmel and Chris Sabat and the guy who was voicing uh, King Kai at the time, and who recently passed away. May he rest in peace. He was a great King Kai and Frieza. Um, they were doing like movie lines as Goku and Vegeta, and they did the scene from Mr. Fock, Meet the Fockers. It's where the Ben Stiller's character is talking about how you can milk anything with nipples, and the dad's like, and this is in Vegeta's voice. He's like, "I've got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?" Uh,
Oh no.
oh, it's great. They did the scene from Friday where Goku's doing the because it's Friday. I'm gonna get you high.
I love it.
It's if I find it, I'll send it to you. It's so fucking worth watching.
I think we talked about it before, but I just really hate the sub. Just the voice acting of Goku is like nails on a chalkboard.
I think I mean as Goku in Dragon Ball, it made more sense because it was a woman voice like a woman voicing a little boy because they didn't have
Hmm.
a lot of like child actors. Um, but the thing about that I've learned about like shonen anime is they just keep the same voice actor.
Oh, well
Yeah,
that will do it, huh?
yeah, and that's what I've learned about a lot of anime. And when it comes to Japan, if you voice that character, you voice that character till you die.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like voice actors do not get changed very often, because they want the character to be like specific and everything. They don't want they want it to be different. They don't want them to not have like their own voice.
Hmm.
But yeah, usually that's what I've learned, especially like as like a parallel with like well recently in Dragon Ball Super, the original voice actress for Bulma passed away, and someone else is taking up the mantle. And it happened a lot with One Piece because of how long One Piece has been running straight. You know, you've had people pass away and they've had to change them.
Yeah, they've had a couple generations go by at this point for One Piece.
Yeah, 25 years. One Piece
Jesus
literally came out like the same year I was born.
Christ. Still
Yeah.
not, huh? Too much of a cash cow to finish.
Well, it's I mean, the author just has so much to give.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the author just passed away. I
No, no,
was
not.
about to say,
I hope
Jesus.
not, because not seeing the end of One Piece. I mean, already not going to see the true ending of Berserk makes me sad, but
Yeah.
not getting to see the true ending of One Piece would make me even sadder because it's just like been following it for so long.
I mean, do you think that I should go back and watch the original Dragon Ball? Is it worth it?
If you go back and watch the original Dragon Ball, I would literally watch just like the big events part.
Okay.
I would watch the first tournament they're in. I would watch the Red Ribbon Army stuff. I would watch uh like I mean the King Piccolo arc. I would watch.
Hmm.
I would watch the training with Baba. You know, there's you can kind of I mean,
The
how do I
highlights.
explain this? You can watch it from straight to beginning because I think it's only like 60 episodes total. But you could literally just watch the key events and be fine because it's literally never referenced except for in like very few amount of parts of it literally just makes more sense of how like the Z fighters got together in Z, and then it's
Gotcha.
referenced a couple times in Super, but outside of that it's like never brought up.
It's definitely on my watch list. Very low on my watch list, but it's there.
Yeah, and if you're gonna watch Z, I would say just watch Kai, because it's the fastest way to watch it, and it's like exactly one to one with the manga.
Okay. Yeah, I was a fan of Dragon Ball Z. I just never had the opportunity to watch the whole thing,
Hmm.
unfortunately. But maybe
Now,
that'll change.
if we're talking GT, which is now officially non-canon, you could probably skip the entire first arc, which is the Black Star Dragon Ball arc, and get right into the Super Android 17 and the Dark Dragon arc. Because I mean, honestly, they could have done without the first arc, which was supposed to be like a throwback to Dragon Ball, where they're trying to find these Dragon Balls and everything.
Hmm.
It's not a very good arc.
Fair enough.
Oh, you played a lot of DBZ games.
Oh, I played one or two. I wasn't much of a console guy. I had
Hmm.
like an N64, and then I got into PC gaming.
Oh wow, so you've been a
So
PC gamer for a while.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have.
It was I grew up without internet for like 90%, well, not 90% of my life now, but like 90% of my childhood, and we just didn't have the money to get a PC, and it's just like, well, okay. But I was always gifted consoles.
90. How long did you go without internet?
We didn't have internet until I was a senior in high school.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
There's
We
not even dial up or anything?
no.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't have the money for it.
Understandable.
Yeah, we very low income. Um but yeah, Dragon Ball was always there for me though. So I've got so much Dragon Ball merchandise and shit. I It's insane because how families be that are, kind of poor, they'll latch on to like one thing they know you like and get you shit for it all the time.
Mhm. I mean, I've only ever run into two DBZ fans in the wild, and
Really?
they happen to be my two of my college roommates.
Oh man, it's
They're an
probably the
experience.
it's probably the biggest shonen anime ever in the States.
Yeah, I mean, it's everyone knows about DBZ. In fact, I was watching an NFL highlight clip earlier today where they mic'd up one of the players and he tried to do a fusion dance on the field.
There's an old commercial that Cartoon Network did way back when they were working with the NFL, and they had a bunch of players like say their favorite characters, and this one guy was like, "Oh, well, my favorite character is Goku from Dragon Ball Z. I want to be as fast and strong as that guy." So, and that was like 2004.
Oh, so this was back in the day.
Yeah, it was way back in the day.
When do you think the height of the popularity for Dragon Ball Z was?
In the States, Battle of Gods.
True, but that came out not too long ago.
Um, I would say 2002.
Wait, Battle of the Gods didn't come out in 2002, did it?
No, no, Battle of the Gods came out in 2012 or 2014.
I was about to say, I remember watching that in college.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was yeah, I was in high school still.
I remember Toonami was the shit, and everyone would always stay up late and watch Dragon Ball and talk about it the next day.
Yep. Um yeah, I mean Toonami was the coolest thing ever, man. I that was my highlight of the week was Saturday nights after midnight watching
Hmm.
anime.
And now they're playing Teen Titans Go
Is Toonami playing
or
that?
something. I don't even. I think Toonami's gone.
No, I'm pretty sure it's still up. I think they're yeah, I mean I'm pretty sure it's still going. I think they're just showing hold on a second.
Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that. Except, what's it called? The original run was on Cartoon Network from 1997 to 2008,
Yeah.
but Adult Swim picked up Toonami in 2012, and it's ongoing now.
Yep.
I never thought to check Adult Swim for Toonami.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why it's been
Huh.
like at midnight. And I feel like Toonami could even get its own episode now that I think about it.
Oh, absolutely.
um, I remember watching it. I remember watching Dragon Ball Z on just Cartoon Network growing up before Toonami, and I don't know. I was mostly a kid when I remember it being big, but I don't think I fully remember it being like merchandise everywhere, people fucking constantly hyped for it until around Battle of the Gods.
Yeah, yeah. And also, that's when a lot of the fans came out of the woodwork.
Yeah, because that's when anime started to become cool.
Like cockroaches, they emerged from their parents' basement
Oh my
to
god,
run amok in society.
I look at kids nowadays like when they're like middle school and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, I just they're like, oh, I watch this anime and I read this manga and all this like stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude, I would have got my ass kicked if I told anyone I watched that shit when I was in fucking middle school.
Yeah, you'd be reading manga in a locker that you were stuffed in.
Well, I would have fought him back because I was on the football and wrestling team, so I would have been fine. People didn't really mess with me, but yeah. I mean, yeah, I waited until I was in like 11th grade to like really dive into stuff.
Unleash your power level.
Oh man. I remember being a little kid and playing with my cousins, and we would
Mhm.
play we would reenact Dragon Ball like in the yard and stuff. And we were we had a football game one day, and my mom and my aunt we were playing against this team, and they fucking like did the Kamehameha thing on the side after like one of us got a like broke through the line and did a sack. I think it might have been me because I did it after I got the sack. Oh man,
Christ. Yeah, you'll see it everywhere.
it's just I mean it was the first anime to have a parade in the Macy's Day Parade.
Really?
Oh yeah, they had a giant Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku like flying around New York.
Man, you really know your DBZ trivia, huh?
I know a lot more trivia for about a lot of random things than I should know. I was on quiz team in high school and
Quiz
college.
team. Oh boy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
like quiz team's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah. Friend, I actually recently met up with a friend of mine that was on it as well. So,
Yeah, quiz team was fuck Dragon Ball Z. I again big fan. I wish it never ended like One Piece.
I mean, it technically
Although,
didn't.
well, half the episodes would just be screaming.
I mean, the manga's still coming out for Super, so it hasn't ended yet. And they got that new movie coming out.
Yeah, specifically referencing Z, bringing
Oh,
back the golden days.
I mean, what more can you do in Z after Boo?
Introduce a new villain.
I mean, I guess, but like the way I would see it, I see like GT would have been the actual like going after Z kind of thing. At least
Mm,
some of it, like with Uv being trained and all that. I don't know. What I'm probably the most frustrated with the whole franchise is that in Super, Goten and Trunks are still little fucking kids. Let them grow up, god damn it.
Why would you?
I mean, it's mostly adults that watch it. Do you really need to keep little 10-year-old characters? Well, no, like 13. Like, why are they so childish and tiny at
Bro,
13?
Ash Ketchup's been 10 for 30 years.
He's officially 11, actually.
Oh,
He had a
hell.
birthday in the show at one point.
When?
It was like right in Johto, so he is officially 11.
Wow, look at him go.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, here's the real question to end on. Do you think that
Hmm.
current Goku could beat current Superman?
Shit. You gotta slam me with a heavy hitter last thing. No, I don't.
Yeah, I can see
Well,
that.
alright, fine. I'll ask you a couple of questions before I give my answer.
Go ahead.
Superman is essentially indestructible, unless he's exposed to kryptonite, right?
Yes.
He can breathe in outer space.
Yes.
Can Goku breathe in outer space?
Technically he can using ki.
Hmm. If Superman is indestructible and both can breathe in outer space, what's to stop him from giving Goku a big ol' hug and going right into the sun?
Mm, yeah, that's true because he can survive in the sun.
The real question for another day is Superman versus One Punch Man.
I mean, honestly, now that I think about it, all Goku would have to do is teleport them to a world with a red star, or I
Uh,
think a blue star, and he could just fucking kill Superman at that point because he would be super weakened.
that's true.
But Goku's not that smart. He doesn't want to
No,
fight
he's
people
not.
when they're weakened. He wants to fight them at full strength.
Huh.
Yeah, Goku literally loses the fight every time because he of his own hubris, his desire to fight strong people.
Well, it's gotten him this far, huh?
Yeah, he just jumps into it. I mean, he that's his life. Okay, here's a real question that's not as
Mm-hmm.
hard. Do you think Goku's a good father?
Fuck no.
Who's the best dad in Dragon Ball?
The best. Are we talking like literal dad or metaphorical?
Literal.
Vegeta.
I'm gonna say Krillin.
You think Krillin's the best
I
dad?
think Krillin's the best dad.
Hmm.
He is always with that child ever
You
since
know
she was
what?
born.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah, he earns an honest living for him, his wife, and his child. Marin is the happiest girl in the series, I swear to God. And he has the best, I think he has the best marriage as well.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I said Vegeta mostly as a joke, but in all honesty, I could see Krillin being a fantastic father. Yeah,
I,
Goku and Vegeta are always throwing their lives on the line for
yeah,
typically a good reason, but sometimes bullshit reasons and abandoning their children in the dust.
I still love the theory that Krillin is just fucking packing a third leg.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, he bagged the fucking hottest chick in the show.
It's because you know what? For all of you DBZ fans out there listening, that just goes to show that sometimes nice guys can win.
Oh,
Never give up.
oh,
I've watched it in my Japanese animes that nice guys can get women, so it must be true.
I'm gonna cut out the thing I said about the first thing.
The thing about the first thing. All
Yeah,
right,
you would
fair
talk.
enough.
You want to talk about nice guys again?
No, you're cutting out my nice guy speech.
Because I said he was the first one to touch her. You know
Well,
what? Never mind.
you know what? You may want to clarify.
That's
Well,
true.
we can walk that back a little
You're
bit. First
true.
person to make physical contact
That's
with
Vegeta.
her. That's all right. Yeah, we'll walk that back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You dingaling.
I am. I feel really bad for saying that, but I was just trying to make a joke out of it, and I couldn't think of the rest of the joke.
Oh, that's. You know what? I think that's the punchline.
Try not to be offensive. Be offensive on accident.
Whoops. You ever gotten like halfway through a sentence before and you know it was going someplace funny and halfway through you just completely shit your pants and forget what you were gonna say?
Yeah, just like 2 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then people look at you with high expectations,
Man,
waiting for you to finish that thought. Do you feel attacked on a personal level?
I do. Look at me. That's I just oh man. Well, anyways, Krillin has a huge schlong and he has the hottest bitch in fucking DBZ. Fight me.
Preferably not with his huge schlong.
Yeah, we'll spend 5 episodes screaming and then we'll cut to the B story.
Jesus Christ.
All right, everybody. Thanks for
All
listening
right.
to this episode of Bizarrecast. Catch us again next week with the next one, and we'll see you all later.
This is a fucking shit show and I love it.
All right.